20 years ago, almost to the date, I was sitting where you all are sitting right now. This year I'm celebrating our 20th year of my high school graduation. It's an awesome thing to be at the point that you all are at right now. I also just want to take the time to thank you all for the opportunity to come to speak. I want to say a special hello and thank you to the administration of the school, the city of Chicago, the school board. I am a product of Chicago Public Schools. My topic that I wanted to speak about on a very brief amount of time today is my start does not determine my finish. My start does not determine my finish. It was spoken earlier about how I've had the opportunity to go and travel across the country, have the opportunity to speak in over 30 countries around the world. I haven't been to Antarctica yet because it's kind of cold, y'all, so it might be a minute before I go there. But I've had the opportunity to speak in different places, but I tell you, it's nothing like being home. I've had the opportunity to minister. I've had the opportunity to meet our president. I've had the opportunity to sit down and have conversations with different politicians across the city of Chicago, state of Illinois, and this country. But it's still not as important as being here right now. Because I want to encourage you all, to let you all know that anything is possible. As I began to prepare for this time, I did a little research, and I found out some things. As far as Corliss is concerned, when I began to research and get information about the student body and so forth and so on, it told me that over 90% of the students enrolled in the school as far as 2010-2011 is concerned were at 90% poverty level. I also was able to find out that the graduating ratio was very low also compared to other public schools across the country. But the most important thing is the fact that you all have defied all the odds that have been against you. When those said you weren't going to be able to make it, you've made it. When people said you weren't going to be able to accomplish certain things, you have. And you all have to know that it's because some people have spoken some things over you. There are people who you may not see today, that you may not have ever met before, but before you were even born, they began to speak some things about your success right now. But it's just the beginning. I grew up originally in Jackson, Mississippi, and we moved to Chicago from Jackson, Mississippi when I was at a young age. And I grew up in an area or a subdivision called Eden Green. And I don't know if you all know what Eden Green is, but it's right around the corner from Allgale Gardens. They never would have believed that somebody that grew up near Allgale Gardens could have been to so many different countries and spoke to so many different people all over the world. They never would believe that because my start didn't determine my finish. They never would have believed that an African-American male coming from a household where he was just him and his mom for a short period of time, a short period of time, where he didn't have a positive male role model in his life, would not be able to now father 3 children, 3 sons, be a part of an organization that's celebrating 50 years of business, being into business, and countless number of other things. And I'm not bragging on myself, but I'm trying to make a point here. The point is, my start did not determine my finish. You all have the opportunity that most have never had. And you all are going to be able to do more than most people have done because your start doesn't determine your finish. If you all don't remember anything that I may speak to you all or encourage you all to do on today, one thing I want to leave with you all and I want you all to remember. The word stand. Can you all say that with me? Stand. Stand. Do you all know what an acrostic is? Most know. An acronym? I have an acronym for the word stand. It's the letters in the word S-T-A-N-D. Stand. Strong, triumphant, and never defeated. Strong, yeah, you can write it down. There ain't no copyright on it just yet, but write it down. Strong, triumphant, and never defeated. That's who you are. You know why? because you're going to say it on today. Now, I'm not one of your teachers. I'm not one of your administrators. But I'm admonishing you on today to make the declaration from your mouth that you are strong, triumphant, and never defeated. Can you all say that with me, graduates? Can you say that on count of three? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now how many of you all watched the game last night? And I know some were rooting for Miami and some were rooting for the Thunder. Now you all know when that game was on, you all wasn't quiet about it. You were going or rooting for whoever your team was. And I heard somebody in the hallway talking about Miami and how bad they did and how they're going to lose the series. But I want you all to be as excited about speaking positively about your future as you was about that game last night. So 1, 2, 3, together again. Strong and never defeated, because your start does not determine your finish. Regardless of where you are right now, regardless of the situation and circumstances you have going on in your life, your start does not determine your finish. There's a lot of information I was able to pull up just about the graduation rate in inner cities and public schools and so forth and so on. And I tell you, when you start reading, you start getting kind of upset and feeling kind of fake. You feel like, well, man, if this is what they're saying is going to be, then how am I going to be able to succeed? You can succeed because you said so. It's the words that come out of your mouth. How often do you all say the negative thing and the negative thing actually happens? How many of you walk around saying, well, I'm tired, I have a headache, I'm broke, I'm this? Begin to speak the right things over your life. And as you begin to do those things, whatever you speak is going to happen. For so often you've spoken the negative things, and a lot of the parents